Teezo Touchdown. Have you heard that name? Maybe you've seen his iconic head of hair with nails interwoven throughout. Maybe you've seen this meme that originated from him. Or maybe you've seen him on social media posting these weird post-it notes. But most likely, you've heard Teezo's voice on Travis Scott's Utopia, Tyler the Creator's Call Me If You Get Lost, or Lil Yachty's Let's Start Here. Teezo Touchdown has been everywhere lately, even recently receiving a cosign from Drake, leaving many people wondering where he came from and why all of these large artists have been securing that Teezo Touchdown feature. When he landed a feature on Call Me If You Get Lost in 2021, he only had 50,000 monthly listeners, still relatively unknown. And to this day, even with about 6 million monthly listeners, a lot of people in the broader music community aren't very familiar with him. So today we're going to be looking into why Teezo Touchdown is everywhere. First, I just want to make sure we all understand just how much hype is surrounding Teezo right now. He only has 14 songs out right now as I'm making this video. However, by the time this video is out, his highly anticipated album will be out as well. Regardless, with only 14 songs and not much information about him out there, Teezo is pretty mysterious. He's featured on songs by artists like Toliver, Lil Yachty, Tyler the Creator, Travis Scott, Paris, Texas, Westside Boogie, Rico Nasty, Between Friends, and many more, a lot of which have come out this year. Like I said, he also recently got a shout out from Drake, which, as we have seen over the past couple of years, is a sure giveaway that an artist is about to blow. Drake even said that Teezo's album is some of the best music he's ever heard. We've seen him with a lot of other musicians as well, like Madonna, which was extremely random. He was also one of the main characters in Cole Bennett's short film, Why Rush. With all of the attention that Teezo has been getting lately from the industry, fans are constantly saying that Teezo is up next. But how did Teezo Touchdown get all of these industry connections, especially without the broader music community being familiar with him? Well, let's check it out. Like I said, Teezo is fairly mysterious and not much is known about him, but what we do know allows us to understand him. He was born in Beaumont, Texas in 1992, and his dad was a DJ. He mentions his dad all the time, as his dad was a crucial influence in helping Teezo become the musician he is today. When he was a kid, his dad would take him to his DJ shows, and they'd stay out super late, while Teezo watched and learned how to become a DJ at a young age. He said that he learned very early what songs people like, what brings people together, and how to get different crowds interested. His dad also got him interested in the piano when he was a kid. Even in these past few years, his dad found a bass guitar at a pawn shop and told Teezo, learn to play that. So now Teezo plays the bass. He grew up listening to a ton of different genres, soaking up influences from his friends and his family. In high school, Teezo briefly played football, but then decided to join the school band instead. And it was in high school that Teezo began to make music. He began making and releasing music around 2010, first briefly under the name AT, and then he switched it to Teezo Suave. The music he made at the time wasn't terrible, but it's what you expect from a high schooler in 2011.
Losing's not an option. If I like it, I'ma copy. Why you niggas cock blocking? Man, my team was bottle popping.
He also had been using his skills he learned from his dad to produce songs for himself and others. Most of Teezo's old music is very tough to find, and there were a handful of songs on Spinrilla, but since Spinrilla has been shut down, you just gotta find reposts on SoundCloud or YouTube. Around 2013, Teezo began to shoot music videos and claims to have invented the $100 Beaumont music video special, since everyone else in town was charging way more.
Anywho, man, he was doing music and he needed a way to invest in his music, so he said, okay, you guys are charging $400, $500 for a video? All right.
Slash the price.
Slash the price, man. He invented the $100 video, man.
Teezo had learned that since he wasn't rich, he had to become a jack of all trades. He was producing, shooting music videos, and writing his own songs. He actually got pretty well known locally for shooting videos and would even shoot videos for artists in other cities. But videography was more of a side hustle for him, since after graduating high school in 2011, he had been working multiple customer service and retail jobs while trying to get his career off the ground. He continued doing this for a while, but things began to stagnate. Then in 2016, Teezo tragically lost his girlfriend, and as he said in his Zane Lowe interview, he used the numbness from that experience to focus on his music career. And this is when Teezo Touchdown was born. He started dressing differently, and he said he didn't care much of what others thought because he was still numb from his loss. Teezo was grinding, shooting videos, experimenting with music, trying out new styles, and trying to make his dreams become a reality. He was putting out a lot of music and also began doing skits as bonus content, something he's very well known for nowadays. But then in 2018, Teezo Touchdown shot his last music video after his dad gave him an ultimatum. He said either get a real job or get up out the house. This year, Teezo actually put out 3 singles that all deal with his time in 2018 because that really seems like it was his make or break moment.
You got 2 options. 1, go work with him at the plant. I'm not trying to do that. Or 2, go down there, help one and holler at Mr. Ed, go, I guess, clean the store, whatever. Not trying to do that either, bro.
In the familiarity video, he basically recreated his life in 2018, demonstrating himself shooting videos and working with the people from Cake Supply, a collective he was a part of for some time. But when Teezo got his job at the convenience store, he knew he had to get out of there. He even told his boss that this was going to be a temporary job because he knew he was going to make it as an artist.
Having a job when you know you're supposed to be somewhere, man, it's tormenting, but you have to do it. I'm not telling no one to skip any steps.
Teezo began grinding and even released 2 albums in 2018, The Example and Cover Boy. He even did some live shows and opened up for 2 Chainz and Lil Baby. However, 2019 is when Teezo really began to get some buzz after releasing the song 100 Drums. It was a song about gun violence in his area and it really resonated with a lot of people. Teezo even got his first interview because of this song. It really helped his career out. Tons of artists reposted it, and then it caught the attention of the A&R Amal Noor. She reached out to him and very quickly became his manager. This is when we would notice a huge shift in Teezo's marketing. Teezo had already been dressing differently, kind of trying to emulate that rock star vibe, but it's likely Amal helped him find himself stylistically as Teezo began to develop a very unique image. He started posting tons of extra content on Twitter, and we were introduced to this iconic location, the garage. He performed multiple music videos here, altering the stage for the song, creating a very unique vibe. In late 2019, he posted a remix of The Box by Roddy Ricch, which helped him get a little more attention as well. Teezo also began putting the nails in his hair, an idea he got after finding nails laying around at his dad's house. These things became a staple in Teezo's image, helping him differentiate himself from other artists. His music began getting a lot of attention in the underground, helping him to develop a cult following. He put out a handful of singles throughout 2020 and 2021, and then he got featured on Tyler the Creator's album, giving him a huge boost in popularity. Tyler also took Teezo on tour in 2022, which is great for attention. He was a little quiet in 2022, especially since he said he was focusing on fashion, but in 2023, Teezo Touchdown has been on a huge feature run. He's also been releasing a lot of his own singles as well. 2 of his biggest features though were with Lil Yachty and Travis Scott, putting all of these curious eyes on Teezo. So sure, we understand his come up and how he started to get some traction, but why did Tyler the Creator decide to put this small artist on his album and bring him on tour? How did he get on Travis Scott's album? How did he get on Lil Yachty's album? Why is he friends with Madonna? Why is Teezo Touchdown everywhere? Well, after Teezo posted 100 Drums, Trippie reposted it and reached out to Teezo. They eventually met in LA in a studio in 2019 and became close friends. Teezo can be seen as a cameo in Trippie's Murder music video shortly after Trippie reposted his song. A year later, he was featured in Trippie Redd's Montreality interview with the rest of the 1400-800 crew, and it seemed like they were all really good friends.
This is Teezo Touchdown.
So it's simple, right? Teezo met Trippie and then just got all of his connections through him. Well, not really. Teezo explained in his Zane Lowe interview that the reason he's been getting all of these features is because he thinks all of these artists are catching on quicker than the rest of the world. He said even though his debut album hadn't been released and he was barely cracking 100,000 views on YouTube, all of the artists he's worked with believed in him. One day in 2020, Tyler the Creator randomly reposted Strong Friend, something he does with a lot of smaller artists that he's a fan of. It was through this that Teezo and Tyler got connected.
Legend has it, someone sent him sucker, LOL, look at this. He's seen like the artistry in it, and reached out and basically just warn me of what's to come. Not even like warn me, but like, yo, you doing your thing. Only you gonna get in your way, and yeah, I'll see you later. And then later ended up being Run It Up.
After this interaction, Teezo Touchdown was featured on Call Me If You Get Lost and opened for Tyler on his tour along with Kali Uchis and Vince Staples. Just from that one feature alone, he shot from 50,000 monthly listeners to about 3 million.
Like, I'm on my first tour right now because of Tyler the Creator. I got my first Billboard placement because of Tyler the Creator.
And just like Tyler, he met Madonna through a very similar organic connection.
Legend has it that Stephen Klein sent my music, and I look on my Instagram and Madonna's following me.
I'm gonna assume that just like Tyler the Creator, Trippie Redd, and Madonna, other artists like Lil Yachty, Travis Scott, Drake, and everyone else just genuinely liked Teezo's music, recognized his talent before the rest of the world, and wanted to share what they saw. Not only that, but if you watch any Teezo interview or follow him on social media, he just radiates positive energy and seems like a great guy. So I'm sure he's easy to get along with and has developed genuine relationships with a lot of these artists. Even if you don't like his music, there's no reason not to like the guy. He's so kind and positive in both his music and his interviews. He interacts with his fans every single day and makes customized sticky notes just to connect with them. So the reason Teezo Touchdown is everywhere is simple. He's a genuine guy and a talented artist, and others in the industry picked up on this early, saw his vision, and wanted to share his talents with the rest of the world. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like down below. Other than that though, this has been Matty Balls, and I'll see you guys next time.